What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. So something I have been thinking about recently, and honestly, I probably feel like other players have been as well. We all do know Forza Horizon 6 is around the corner, and with that, something I have been thinking about, what could the cover car be for the game, man? Like, I kind of wanted to predict it, or at least give you guys my thoughts on maybe what the car could be, and also hear what you guys think of what the cover car for Forza Horizon 6 could be, because right now, there's obviously no word on it. Now, before I do talk about what I'm predicting with it or what I could see, we first have to talk about the old Forza Horizons because, well, as everybody does know, every single Forza Horizon had a special cover car that was basically the main face of every single game. For example, Forza Horizon 5, the Mercedes AMG 1. Forza Horizon 4 was the McLaren Senna. Forza Horizon 3 had the Lamborghini Centenario, and funny part is it also technically had the Ford Raptor, because that truck was new. I'll talk about that in a second. And then we will have Forza Horizon 2, which had the Lamborghini Huracan 610-4. Finally, the first Forza Horizon game had the Dodge Viper GTS, aka the 2013 model. And before you say it, that car was basically a 2013 that released at the 2012 year. So we all do know how a lot of the car companies basically do that even today. You can get like the next year's model at the end of that said year and then all that stuff. But either way though, guys, this is fairly interesting because I did want to talk about basically every game and their car, and then what I think Forza Horizon 6 could do. So first things first, Forza Horizon 5, obviously, because, you know, that's the recent one that we'd get before 6. But this one did end up having the Mercedes AMG 1. Now, what's really interesting about this vehicle and this game is the fact that Forza Horizon 5 did end up releasing in 2021 in November. So, yeah, obviously the game is kind of up there in age. But what's interesting, though, is the Mercedes AMG 1 began production in August of 2022. So think about this for a second, guys. This was the cover vehicle of Forza Horizon 5, basically a year before the car was even in production. And do not worry because I will show you a screenshot of me looking at this stuff on Google as well, because honestly, I'm also interested to see how each game, has their car and like when that said car came out and all that. But either way though, this car did end up starting production in August of 2022. The first delivery was in January of 2023. So this car basically did not get to its like first customer or whatever until 2023, but Forza Horizon 5 had this car on the cover, man. I mean, honestly, that's pretty insane in my opinion, dude. Like, you could kind of see that Forza Horizon 6 really can go wild with which vehicle they could put on the cover. And do not worry, guys, I will be talking about my overall prediction here in a second. But with that, we still have to talk about the other Forzas and the cars in those games, like a simple little history thing here about each Forza. But honestly, the fact that that car was on the cover of Forza Horizon 5, which honestly I had no clue. Obviously, I played this game later on PlayStation anyway, so how was I supposed to even realize that? But that car was the cover of that game, and it did not come out basically a year later is when it was basically into production, so that's kind of wild to me. But Forza Horizon 4 had the McLaren Senna. We all obviously do know that car was new back then. Forza Horizon 4 did end up coming out in October of 2018. The McLaren Senna was basically unveiled in 2017, and the production of this car basically started in 2018 with the first customers getting their vehicle in May of 2018, which from what I did end up seeing, the first 500 Senna models were also delivered to customers in the UK, which is honestly pretty insane in May of 2018. Keep in mind, Forza Horizon 4 was obviously based in the UK, and this car came out basically, 4 or 5 months before the game did. So that's pretty crazy, bro. The car was obviously brand new. But now let's move over to Forza Horizon 3, though, which we all do know did end up having the Lamborghini Centenario on the cover, but also technically the Ford Raptor was kind of new as well back then, guys, which is something I did not even realize. We all do know the cover of Forza Horizon 3 is like the Centenario in the front and like the Raptor, jumping in the background. But if you are wondering, though, the Ford Raptor basically back then, that was a 2017 model and basically did end up releasing in the fall of 2016, kind of similar to the Dodge Viper in the first Horizon game. But either way, though, yeah, the Ford Raptor was technically very new at that time as well. But the Centenario was probably the main focus of the game. Like, people aren't probably looking at that cover going, yo, look at that Raptor. basically looking past the Lambo. Honestly, bro, let's be real, that probably did not happen. But the Lamborghini Centenario was unveiled in early 2016 at the Geneva Auto Show, basically March 1st of 2016. They later did end up also unveiling the Roadster version of it, which was August of 2016, but we obviously had the regular one in the game there. What's kind of insane, though, is this car was shown in March of 2016, guys, and then the production of it basically started not too long after that, and then extending into 2017, including the Coupe and also the Roadster as well. So there's 40 of these cars that were made. Keep in mind, though, Forza Horizon 3 came out in September of 2016, so obviously this car is also brand new for its time then, which is something I was thinking about. But also, let's now move over to Forza Horizon 2, and the cover car of Forza Horizon 2, which we all know and love, is the Lamborghini Huracan LP6104. Funny part is, I did not actually realize how new this car was when I first started playing Forza Horizon 2. Obviously, I'm not too far into it, but you do start the intro and you drive this car, if you know what I'm saying. But this car was basically revealed online in December of 2013, debuted at the 2014 Geneva Motor Show, and then customer delivery started in spring of 2014. So this car was basically brand new in 2014, guys. It did end up replacing like the Gallardo and stuff back then. So yeah, this car was new by basically every means possible. It looked way different, and honestly, I've always loved Huracans, man. Like, they're just awesome. But Forza Horizon 2 did end up coming out in September, so that's not really a huge window there. So yeah, the Huracan was also pretty dang new, and basically a brand new vehicle for that year when Forza Horizon 2 did end up releasing. But now finally, guys, Forza Horizon 1 obviously came out in 2012. And with that, the original cover car was the 2013 Dodge Viper GTS. So yes, that car was obviously pretty much very new then, or very recent, and it was in the first Forza Horizon game. So the thing is, a lot of people are like, okay, well, I'm seeing this trend. Every single Forza Horizon basically had newer cars because, you know, Forza Horizon 3 had two technically. The other ones all had brand new vehicles for the time of that release. And in Forza Horizon's 5 case, bro, that car wasn't even out for like a year later when it hit production. And it was on the cover and also in Forza Horizon 5, man. That's just absolutely insane. But with all that being said, guys, it brings me into my main prediction for Forza Horizon 6. And before I say it, what do you guys think the car will be, in your opinion? What do you guys think the cover car will be? What do you think is possible? The biggest thing is we all do know the game is obviously in Japan, so I'm going to guess right now and say something Japanese related, whether that's like Toyota, Nissan. One of those cars are most likely on the cover of that game, and to be honest, my prediction right now, I'm sure people probably saw this coming. The Toyota GR GT, guys, is easily my prediction for this game. This thing looks absolutely insane. It's a V8, bro. It's a 4.0 liter V8 hybrid, 641 horsepower or something. The car looks absolutely insane. And I can kind of see them putting something like this car on the cover of Forza Horizon. And the funny part is, when I first did end up seeing the reveal of this Toyota, guys, I was like, oh, watch that be the cover of Forza Horizon 6. Now, obviously, that might not be the case, but we all do know they put some insane cars on their covers. And just because the car is not technically out yet doesn't mean they can't use it. I mean, the biggest thing that showed me that is Forza Horizon 5 with the AMG one. That car basically started production like a year later and pretty much started hitting customers even after that. But yet, it was already in the game and pretty much on the cover there, like a big promotion type of thing. So I really don't see that not being a reason for them to put like the Toyota on there, because the car apparently doesn't start production until like 2027 or something like that, or that's when it will start being sold. So yeah, the car is obviously a bit away, but that doesn't stop them from putting the car on there on pretty much one of the biggest racing game launches we've ever had in the recent years. That would easily promote the car, probably promote Toyota and stuff like that as well. And on top of that, guys, we can't forget about the LFA either, bro. There's also the LFA that's coming, that's apparently a full EV or something. I could have swore there was like an LFAR or something that was like a V8, but I don't know. Maybe that is also another car. But from what I did see, the LFA is apparently an EV or something like that. And on top of it, there is also the new GR1 looking, the crazy looking car with the V8. That is also a GT3 car, which will then also be competing in the racing series as well. So who knows what might happen, dude? I mean, I can honestly see the GR-GT being the cover vehicle of Forza Horizon 6. And what's funny, though, is there could easily be other cars that could most likely be on the cover as well. So maybe it might not end up being this Toyota, but I saw that and I was like, nah, bro. I could maybe see that. I think that's possible. You know what I'm saying? Like that could be in there. The other vehicles I feel like might end up also being on the cover, guys, but let's be real, I don't know. I'm just seeing some stuff on Google. We all do know the new Honda Prelude is a thing, but let's be honest, I don't see a Prelude being on the cover. Maybe a little Kai truck? Maybe a couple little Kai trucks that could be on there. Those things are so dope, dude. I actually see them in here in Florida, which is hilarious because they're tiny, and I kind of want to buy one, low key. We'll also apparently end up seeing something like the new Nissan GTR R36, but again, nothing confirmed on that. It hasn't actually been shown, and people are talking about it. So who knows at this point, man? There is easily multiple vehicles they could probably put on the cover of Forza Horizon 6, and looking at Forza Horizon 5 through 1, they definitely tend to put new vehicles on every single cover, especially Forza Horizon 5 with the AMG. So just because the car is not quite in production yet, if it is unveiled, which obviously that car was, and probably Forza and them probably were in on some of that stuff already, I could easily see the RGT being the cover car, or even like the new LFA or something like that. It is definitely a possibility, at least I think it is. And honestly, I can't wait to see more stuff revealed on this game, guys. I can't wait to see what the cover car is, because we all do know, looking at their track record of special vehicles, this game will have one. We just don't exactly know what it is yet, man. But hey, let's predict and figure this out. What do you guys think in the comments below? What do you think the cover vehicle of Forza Horizon 6 is? Honestly, I'm kind of thinking the LFA, new Toyota RGT, but there is some other options there that can also pop up out of nowhere and most likely end up on the cover.